Good day everyone, Dr. Blab here. So, the long trail has come to an end. This event not only held the record for the longest narrative in Arknights so far, but also bombarded us with lore revelations like a lore blitz. We witnessed the resolution of the Rhine Labs storyline, the Rhine family finally making amends, shout out to them for taking a page out of my book, kind of, the revelation that the sky is indeed fake, and the whole deal with the previous civilization. I mean, we got more info that we could have ever expected, and it left us with plot threads hanging like never before. But what could I possibly talk about? Because I absolutely wanted to discuss this event. Its impact on Arknights as a whole is undeniable, reaching far into the distant future. However, I lack sufficient information about most characters involved in this event for a proper psychological analysis. Then I thought about making a summary of the line of events which brought us here. We kicked things off in the past, where a promising couple of inventors, the Wrights, tried their darndest to build a plane that could reach the highest heights of Terra, an obvious nod to the real-life Wright brothers. Shout out to them for managing to go from freeze fly to X-15 within a lifetime. However, they tragically discovered that Terra's sky had a limit, a literal wall preventing anyone from leaving the planet. This revelation shook the scientific community, as no matter their efforts, they couldn't surpass the celestial barrier with their current technology. Not to mention, there was little incentive to reach the stars due to the lack of stable flying industries, originium-related calamities limiting traveling routes, and the isolationist tendencies of most nations. And let's not forget, there were no world wars on Terra. Unlike Earth, the wars that drove the development of space exploration technology were absent. Without them, Terrans lacked the tools to kickstart their space program, not to mention the general indifference towards the sky as an unreachable border. Enter the starry-eyed visionary, heir to her parents' dreams. Initially, we see how this worldview doubted her dream, deeming it an impossibility. Yet, with a positive can-do attitude, Christine Wright embarked on the lengthy journey that would lead her to space. It's worth noting that hope and dreams weren't the only tools at Kristen's reach. Her brilliant and cunning mind allowed her to gather strong allies and supporters to form a company with the sole purpose to improve humanity as a whole. However, and despite her company's greatest achievements, it lacked the resources needed for Kristen's dream to take off. But while there was no space race, there was an arms race. Declaring itself the new bastion of Terra, Columbia tirelessly tried to showcase its power, initially targeting small nations, with limited success. Despite repeated failures, the Colombian government was unwavering in establishing Colombia's might, channeling all resources into weapons and military development. In this world, Kristen's idealism collided with a harsh reality. Idealism alone would get her nowhere. To keep her dream alive, Kristen made a difficult choice. If the betterment of mankind wouldn't get her anywhere, then violence would. Rhine Labs then began working on projects to secure assistance from the Colombian government, initially through fake companies and underground channels, until eventually a formal collaboration between both parties was established. This period gave birth to numerous atrocities, weapons more advanced than anything seen before, biological engineering leading to some of the cruelest experiments to date, etc. And those are the fractions we know of, all in the pursuit of Kristen's dream. It is unclear when did Kristen stop smiling, but it likely coincided with the moment she greenlit the first weapon development. The original crew chosen to lead humanity to its next stage was given free rein, as long as it bore results for the DoD. The pinnacle of technology and investigation swiftly devolved into a cutthroat race for supremacy, with sectors openly competing for political favor, human testing becoming a norm, and experimental weapons ending up in the hands of warlords across Terra. As time passed, crises came and went, and profits continued to roll in, yet Kristen's goal remained elusive despite this all. Then two significant events occurred. One, Kristen somehow discovered the old civilization, and two, the Sarkas unveiled their airship in the skies of Victoria. The first, a secret known only to a select few, provided Kristen with the information needed to pierce through the sky. However, the infrastructure required was beyond her reach, even with her current fame and power. Here is where the second event played a crucial role. With the Sarkas making use of air superiority for the first time in Terra's history, interest in a similar weapon of mass destruction skyrocketed. Kristen now had a blank check to develop whatever was needed to create a comparable or superior weapon. Then came the Long Trail event, where Kristen pulled a fast one on the DoD and emptied their coffers. With the help of Freeston, the development of the hammer became a reality, finally allowing her to reach the stars her family had longed for so long. However, she made an interesting choice to encase herself in cryosleep and wander the galaxy. Undoubtedly, she could have arranged a safe way to return to Terra, but she chose not to. While lacking enough information for a solid analysis of her thoughts, I did like to make a bold assumption. She regretted her actions. She regretted how her company had morphed into a monstrous entity to achieve her goal, leading her to lose the only individual she ever called a friend. Yet, her ambition surpassed any remorse. Despite regretting her actions, she believed the end justified the means and chose to sleep her guilt away in cryo. Or to quote Kristen herself,
Forerunners were gone in glares. Aftercomers will seek their vestiges.
Forerunners were gone in glares. Aftercomers will seek their vestiges. And so, she went to sleep, expecting a grateful welcome whenever she wakes up. But that's not the end of this story. On the ground, results spoke louder than words, causing the whole world to stand still the moment Kristen pierced the heavens. She became a source of inspiration, joy, fear, and downright awe. I particularly love how they use a simple Z-terror to illustrate how even the humblest of minds can look up and be marveled by it. With the sky no longer the limit, it's obvious that more people will try to emulate Kristen's and her unrestrained action to reach new heights. But I'm confident this family here will handle things just fine. In my opinion, this was a fantastic event, offering a glimpse into Terra's culture without delving too deeply into details, while delivering a satisfying conclusion to the Rhine Lab story, though I doubt this is the last we will hear of them, as there will be a flood of reckless scientists ready to follow on Kristen's footsteps. So it's only natural that we will be there to bunk some ethics into them. Speaking of which, I found it fascinating how they portray scientists in this event, from blindly following a dream to those genuinely waiting to make the world a better place, and passing by those desperately trying to make a name for themselves within history. Particularly, I loved Ferdinand's depiction during the whole ordeal. While bitter and resentful at first, the former director went on a journey from persecutor to admirer to challenger, a prime example of how Kristen's work, despite everything, ignited the passion of those willing to go beyond that which is already known, moving mankind forward step by step. Long Trail set a great example of the incredible variety in those thirsting for knowledge. I once heard that the promotional video for Long Trail could be seen as an allegory about the seeking of truth, climbing through the knowledge of others, carefully navigating difficulties to reach that bright goal just right ahead. In my personal opinion, this is one of the best written events in all of Arknights, providing tons of lore to digest and threads to follow, and despite its length, I didn't find it tiring at all. Even the wording was excellent, or at least paceable, so much so that I felt the need to share my thoughts with all of you, showing how Forerunners can ignite the creative inspiration of everyone and move the world forward. So long we remember to add a good set of ethics to work with, because nobody wants to be a parvis. But what do you think? Was Long Trail a good event, or should there have been more information? Be sure to share your comments down below. I'm eager to see what else could have been explored besides Terra's stars. For now, this has been Dr. Plop, kindly asking for a share, like and subscribe, so we can keep on covering our inspiring discoveries. And until next time, stay healthy everyone.